Sentai Dairanger!
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Gosei Sentai Dairanger episode commentary and reviews. This time, it's episode 15, The Three Stooges Soccer. I've been looking forward to this. And if you do enjoy what you see and hear, please remember to like and subscribe. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. But now, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with two Gorma waiting at a graveyard, accidentally scaring off an old woman as Chief Tombstone and Master Phone are waiting for a third member who's late. General Kamikaze soon turns up on his bike with a plan to defeat the Dairangers using football. Elsewhere, Ryo is at work making gyoza as his sister bugs him to go out somewhere, as the pair are watched by a telephone and the video shown on a hidden screen inside Chief Tombstone's head. As the trio decides to use Yukio as a hostage, she ends up being chased by a football until she's grabbed by Kamikaze and passes out in his arms. As Ryo tries to attack, he's blocked by Tombstone and Master Phone. The three explain they aren't going to fight, and if he wants his sister back, then he has to face them in Gorma-style football, alone and in Jigoku Valley, before Chief Tombstone flips his head open to reveal a lighter and fires flame at Ryo as the Gorma vanish. Later, the other Rangers are with Ryo as Shoji complains, saying Ryo's being rude, when they had all come to eat his gyoza, when Ryo knocks Shoji down and runs off, with a raging Shoji and the other Rangers watching him go. At the valley, the Triumvirate tell the trio if they lose, they will have nowhere to return to before leaving. Master Phone checks the time, and as they hear it's 11:59, they see Ryo approaching. As Tombstone flips his head to print off a ticket, saying they will have good luck, Ryo arrives, and Master Phone shows him his sister trapped in a balloon. Being blasted back as he attacks the balloon, General Kamikaze explains the only way to free his sister is to score a goal. But if the Gorma score, he will be blown up, as demonstrated by a Dairanger dummy. Ryo transforms and the match starts, with Ryo taking control of the ball and evading the defending Copatros. As General Kamikaze calls for his bike, knocking Ryo down. As Ryo calls out the cheating, it turns out anything goes in this match, as long as you don't use your hands, as the Copatros attack Ryo with the ball. As Kamikaze gets the ball, and exhausted Ryo tries to catch him, but the Gorma kicks the ball into the net, and Ryo is blown up, powering him down and sending him flying. As he lies on the ground, the Gorma celebrates, until he starts moving and getting up, and Kamikaze realises it will take one more goal, as Ryo struggles to stand. The trio continue the game and quickly score another goal, but as Ryo braces for the attack and the trio cheer, nothing happens. The goal fades away as the Dairangers appear in front of the real goal, announcing it to be one of Daigo's illusions. As the Rangers reunite, Shoji chastises Ryo for acting on his own, before they all transform. And after the Gorma trio do their own introductions, the match resumes. With the Copatros taking the Rangers down, the trio charge to the goal, with Master Phone almost scoring on a rebound, until Kazi reverses time so he can catch the ball on the first shot. He kicks the ball to Shoji, who gets it past the Copatros and General Kamikaze, before the ball is passed from Ranger to Ranger, until Ryo charges his ki and kicks so hard the Copatros goalie is forced back into the net, and freeing his little sister. The trio use enlarging bombs, and Ryo summons Ryuseo to fight the Gorma. Attacking in dragon form, it succumbs to a tickle attack, before changing to warrior mode, before being challenged with an exploding football that knocks the mecha down, before all three Gorma prepare balls to attack with. But planting its staff in the ground, the Ryuseo spins on the pole, kicking all three balls back and defeating the Gorma. Later, the Dairangers and Yukio are enjoying Ryo's gyoza as the 3 injured Gorma limp off into the sunset. Okay, I mean, football's not my thing, but I love these 3. They are a brilliant trio. And I know they're considered a joke. I know this is more of a comedic episode of the series. But I love these 3. This is just one of my favourites. And the thing is, they're smarter than they're given credit for. Because they know they cannot win in a fight. So they know they've got to be more creative, and that's what they do. So, you know, props to these 3 Gorma. You know, supposedly they're like looked down on because they can't even turn into human form, and you know, they're considered not that great. You know, they're the 3 worst and they've been lumped together. But I love these 3. I absolutely love these 3. And the creativity as well. I mean, Chief Tombstone, you know, he like flips his head and there's something different inside. You've got that machine that gave the tickets saying what their luck was going to be. You've got a old school petrol lighter. You've got the video screen. Just so many things hidden in that head of his. And, you know, I absolutely love that. Kind of weird with Masterphone using telephones to spy on people. Considering they don't usually do, like, video. It's, you know, sound only, but somehow that works. I don't know how, but again, it shows they're creative. Jigoku Valley has been named again. Obviously, it was where Ryo's dad took the captured Dairangers for his fight with Master Kaku. And now we're doing it again for the trio's football match. And yes, it's football. I'm English. I hate the sport. It's a bunch of overpaid idiots. But I'm putting my foot down on this. It's football. You kick the ball with your foot. No hands involved. Unlike in America, where football involves carrying the ball around. That's rugby. Except, you know, rugby doesn't use body armour. But I'm not getting into that. It's football. Even if they call it Three Stooges soccer, it's still football. So Shoji actually refers to Ryo's gyoza as world famous cooking. So is he really that good? Makes you wonder, because, you know, in the first episode, he's just the guy running the errands, taking out the rubbish and all the rest of it. He's not exactly respected in the kitchen by the rest of the people in the kitchen. So, unless something's seriously changed while he's been skiving off work and fighting bad guys, I don't quite get how he's world famous cooking just yet. Obviously, one of the triumvirate, I can't remember which one it was, Azaba or something. You know, he's there. He gives the trio zero respect. They've kidnapped, like, the Red Dairanger's little sister. They've got this whole thing going on that should, you know, blow up the Red Ranger. And all the rest of it. And he's just basically going, you guys are useless. That's why I put the 3 of you together to try and get you to do something. Win or die. Just don't bother coming back if you don't win. And it's like, zero respects. My man, these 3 are creative. Give them some credit. Also, talking about respect to the Copatros actor that was doing slide tackles on that gravel like floor in the quarry. You know, if you watch the episode, watch the Copatros, especially in the first stage of the football match. Like, those Copatros are doing full-on slide tackles on that gravel. And if they've got mats down or anything else to soften it, they've got them well hidden. Because that still looked like gravel there. Ryo's solo henshin. Just where he's literally just whispers the words so angrily and then clenches his fist. And the thing just goes... It's like, yeah, that's cool. That's an angry henchman. He's not even like before doing that. It's just clenching the fist and a little jerk just to get it to go. Love it. Absolutely love it. Just the anger in that. Minimal movement. Just low voice. Ryushi Henshin. Love it. And obviously, you know, fighting to carry on even after he gets blown up the first time. Like that moment as well with Shoji, where he goes up to the Rangers after they basically saved him, and he gets grabbed by this. Why didn't you ask for help? And just goes to punch him and stops. And it's like that to him. And then as they line up, there's this little moment, this little bro moment between them before they line up. Absolutely love that bit. If I remember, like I'll put the clip like up in the corner there of that part, but absolutely love that moment. But also like the giant battle, Ryusei goes 1-on-3. You know, I love that dragon. And remember, we only had that dragon for the first bunch of episodes. And it goes in, it does its attack in dragon form, not even in warrior form. And I love the fact that they just tickle it. And that's enough to get Ryusei off. So Ryusei is ticklish. Before, you know, going to warrior mode, he gets beaten back a bit. And then just planting the staff down, doing the spin, kicking the balls back and beating the trio that way. Absolutely love it. And just seeing the trio limping away. You know, you never see the Gorma again afterwards. So seeing them limp away, you know they're going to come back again. And I can't wait, because I absolutely love this trio. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It appeared in Season 2, Episode 21, Zed's Monster Mash. But only one of the trio actually turned up, and that was Chief Tombstone. And that's just fighting Tommy, unmorphed. So it was original footage. They obviously got the costume for it, but they didn't use any footage from the episodes or any of the other appearances by the looks of it. No giant footage. General Kamikaze and Master Phone were never used. For Kamikaze, I haven't seen any actual reasons, but it could be because he has the whole like rising sun flag on his forehead with all the beams, because obviously they got rid of that after the Second World War. I mean, they didn't even have to use the name. He was mostly a motorbike, but also when he uses his motorbike, if they'd had to use that footage, it did have the swastika on the back of the motorbike. So that could have gone towards it, although they didn't have to use it. And if they got the costume, you know. And apparently Master Phone, apparently her image was too sexualized, according to some rumours. So, I mean, I don't get it. She's just a phone. I guess she's female. I mean, oh my god, it's a female monster. There's like a lump where breasts would be, and it looks like a skirt at the bottom. Oh, shock. Children would never be able to manage, like, coping with that. So, you know, not really much of an appearance in Power Rangers. Like I say, it's the same episode as we had the key monster from earlier on, when we had the killer puppets, like the killer toys. It was the same episode as that for Power Rangers. So they just put a bunch in, used them, never seen again. Which is a shame, because I do like the design. The fact that you could flip his head and have different things in there. Yeah, and like I say, those three, they're just my favourites. I love those three. But anyway, I might actually go watch that again. I like that one. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys next week.